dear. How are you?
Hi, Mr. I'm fine.
Fine. Alright, so just to recall that the last session, since the last session we had about the challenges that you face in your classroom, that is the behavior management in the classroom, and majorly it's from grade 11 and 12. And if I'm not wrong, you did specify there is specific kids who actually distract and creates this behavior issue in your class. Can you remind me of what were the new strategies that you were planning to apply during that time period since our last session?
Yes, Mr. Last time I was discussing with you that I am planning my lesson in a way that they remain engaged, but still I am facing this issue from some of the students who are not engaged, and they were misbehaving in class and creating troubles for me. So I have some new strategies for them now.
So you have the new strategies to apply after
Yeah,
the discussions.
I
Can
started
you
some new strategies.
list them down for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
One, I started with the seat adjustments. Like I'm starting asking the student that they can sit anywhere they want. Previously, I had a very strict seating arrangement, and which I feel that students who are not friends and they are not interested in working with the students. So now I ask them they can have different sitting plan on weekly basis.
Okay.
So which is doing well. And secondly, I started the code of conduct for the class. And in code of conduct, I asked the students to make some new rules for the class.
Anything else?
For now, I'm using these two.
These two you
strategies.
used since the last session. So if I'm not wrong, you have used the seating adjustments that you give the students the choices.
Yeah.
Every week you're changing the seating plan, and so that they can get used to
work with
To
other
work with
students
other
as well,
students.
with the students where they like or they don't, but they are trying new things in the class.
Alright. And the second one you said, if I'm not wrong, is the code of conduct. So you created or you asked the students to
Yeah,
create.
actually I have my own code of conduct, as I told you last time that we have a behavior policy in the school. But now I give the ownership to the students that they can create own rules for the class. So where as we have some strict rules, the students are adding some of the things which they like to do, like in the middle of the session, they can stretch, or they have some new rules they added into my code of conduct, and I feel that they feel more relaxed and engaged in the classroom after doing that.
Alright. So how do you think these two things that the new strategies that you're using, you used it? How did you face progress towards it? Did you find it progressive? Like, did it actually benefited the kind of issue you had before?
Yes, to some extent it helped me again. And again, we have different kind of students, they have different needs. So sometimes I have to use personalized behavior plan with some of the students. But this strategy is working with most of the students because they enjoy that they have the ownership of making rules for the class.
So you think it's working?
Yeah, it's working with most of them.
The most of them, okay. Is there any, like in the beginning of the session that like the last session we had, you decided that you will be using these strategies. Do you think that 100% these strategies worked, or is there any modifications that you did for those strategies?
Again, I told you as in the previous question you asked me that it's working for most of them. Still, we have some exceptions where
So
two or three students they need personalized behavior.
So you're making a personalized behavior.
Yes, and some students like they need like if they do something, I have to tell them this is the consequence of what you are doing. So sometimes I feel that I'm a little strict with them because whatever they are doing, I have to show the results to them that if you will be misbehaving, not engaging in the class, you will lose marks. Because I'm also this also I added into my strategy that give them marks for active participation. If they are participating well, I will give them marks. If they are not participating, immediately I deduct their marks.
Okay.
And they are getting their results on weekly basis, so they know that what to do and what not to do in the class.
So you modified, you actually made it in your grade distribution, the reduction of the marks,
Yeah.
and you personalized some of the code of conduct for
Yes.
few students in the classroom. How actually measuring that whether your strategies were working or not? What kind of data that you think you have collected that shows that your strategies are working?
We have different kinds of assessments. So from assessments, I get the idea that how much my strategies are working. Like if the grades are improving in exit tickets, at the end of each lesson, I'm conducting some exit tickets. So I get the data from there. Sometimes the online games, they are also giving me the instant feedback on the students' work. I'm using Peer Deck, and in the Peer Deck there is a graded system. So sometimes I put some questions where there are grades. So I see that there is a collaborative activity in the classroom. Their work is more organized and giving me an idea that they are more creative, or they are using some new strategies to work on their projects in the classroom because they are improving. Previously, I have the samples where they were doing monotonous things, copying from some websites. Or now I see that they are sitting in different groups and they are not the same students who are doing the same kind of work. So I see there is improvement in their work as well.
So you said that you have seen a difference in the performance of exit tickets. So I'll start with the exit tickets. Is there a percentage that you can specify that this percentage of students have improved, or can you show me exactly?
Yes. Obviously, whenever I conduct some exam, I see what is the percentage of students who are getting 100% score and what is the 90% of. Previously, my students were getting 70% of the students were getting good marks, like they were scoring 100% score. And now I see that 90% students are getting more, they are more engaged and getting more good results.
Can you explain more about the Peer Deck that you were talking about? How does that gives you an assessment result?
Yeah, actually, Peer Deck is a good app which I'm using in my classroom, and they improve the system. Like every year, maybe they are improving, because last year I was using, it was not giving me the grading system. This time, I put some questions and it has the graded system. Like if I put grade the student on this, so if they are copy pasting the answers from ChatGPT, as you know, the students are using a lot, but it is giving me a good idea that it instantly give me the idea how the students are giving the correct answer or what is their score.
Yeah.
So usually I use it in my class during the half of the session. I check their understanding through Peer Deck, because it's still not in our school we are not using it as the mode of assessment. But for my classroom, I can check that okay, half of the class is done, so they understand the lesson or no. By score, I judge them.
So you agree that actually putting them in, or keeping them engaged in the classroom, like the Peer Deck activity that you're talking about, actually keeps them busy with the tasks and everything.
Yes.
Do you think that is affecting your behavior management as well?
A lot, because last time I told you I started using the Peer Deck, and it keeps my students so much busy, because instantly I can get the idea who is working, who is not working. I check their responses, I call their names, that what is your answer, and sometimes it's good that I display their answers on the board, so the students who are doing very well, and I give them stars, because there is an option that you can give instant comment or feedback. But as you know, the class is just 45 minutes and I cannot answer everyone, so I give them stars. So the good students, they feel encouraged, and the ones who are not writing at all, at least they can see some examples that they at least write something.
That's great. Are there any kind of conflicts that you, when you were using these kind of strategies in the classroom? So, is there any kind of conflicts or between like some of the kids who were not willing to follow your new strategies, or were they reluctant towards it? About the Peer Deck, if you're saying that, or the code of conduct making by themselves, do you think there was a percentage of students who were reluctant doing it for you?
Some, again, because we have multiple nationalities, multiple backgrounds, students who are sitting in our classroom, they are coming from different backgrounds, and as I told you about the language barrier and all, and some students are little lazy while doing these things. So I have started the system where I give them some incentives, like okay, the student who will be doing best will be getting the chance next time to lead So I give them the chance to do that class. Sometimes I say, okay, in the next session, and most of the time, the students who are not doing well in the classroom, well, with everyone, they want individual attention. They want that I must be like, teacher should directly talk to me or directly respond to my each question or answer or whatever I'm doing in the classroom. So in that case, I tried this once in my class. The student, I make that student the chairperson in the classroom, and there was a discussion going on, and he was so attentive. He was listening to the points of others. He was making his own notes, and in the end, he gave the. I was not sure that he will be giving the feedback or not, but he said that yes, I want to give the feedback.
Yeah.
So this worked there in my classroom, like individual, one-to-one, you can say. When I engage with a student on his level, he feels that I'm giving him a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So he was good. But at the same time, I cannot ignore the other students who were doing well already, and they feel that the teacher is giving a lot of attention to the student who was not working well previously. So I try to rotate this. Like once he is the chairperson, so next time I will ask some other students, okay, you can come and join the class. So this strategy is doing well. And next time if he asks that I want to be a chairperson again, then I say, okay, now this time you participate in the debate. So others will judge you. So this time again, I am not ignoring that student.
So you're personalizing your strategies as well,
Yes.
where they need their personal attention.
Yes.
That's great. Is there any specific actions that you are planning to take the next week for more improvement?
For next week, definitely, I will see that the students get bored easily.
Yeah.
So with the same strategy, like if I'm grouping them or mixing them in heterogeneous groups, or I'm again doing the debates or this kind of thing, I don't think so. They will feel that always this strategy will work. So I will see what I can do next. Still, I will.
Do you have any ideas? Do you think like introducing different kind of tasks or group tasks or more engaging tasks or more of the
It's a
different
good
technology
idea.
if you can use?
Yes.
Can
I
you
think
use them?
right now you have given me the idea, and I will definitely try this. That
Which one was specific?
I can engage them in some community service next week. Maybe I will come back. I will ask them to recycle some of the things because it's relevant to our topic economics.
So you can
Like
engage them into community
yes,
services or
we can.
something like that, like
Yeah.
projects like that.
Yes, then they will be very attentive and active in the classroom.
Yeah. And what kind of different technologies do you think that you can, if you can introduce new kind of technology? will help them?
I try this one more thing in the classroom. With my grade 9 students, I asked them to start building your own websites.
Oh yeah.
Because they are history students, so I said at the end of the next semester you will be having your own website. So whenever they are clear, I feel that the student is done with the work. So I will try that they start working on their websites.
So you can see that integrating IT also
Yeah.
can keep them
They were asking me,
engaged.
Miss, why websites? It's no, we are not studying, we are not IT students, integration of the subject.
Yeah.
And finally, at the end of the semester, you will be having this privilege that you are having your own website. So
Yeah.
I hope this strategy will work.
How do you assess these? How would you assess these kind of IT integrations if they are working?
I have given them the rubrics, or in the classroom I display some samples. Like there are some students who completed their work, I display that I want like this. So
So
or
you're grading them.
yeah, and 2 or 3 samples when I show them from the classroom itself, that okay, this group of students is doing this. They have linking pages. Some students were having the live chat, and some students were having this option of selling things online. So by showing their own examples to the class, so I give the ideas to the other students that they can equip these things in their own website.
That's nice. Then how much time do you think you require? Like how much time do you think in the future can you using this strategy will work and show you the results? Like you're
This task
expecting
is for the next
time
semester.
semester.
Next semester they will be doing this because we have some research based learning and project based learning. So I asked them that maybe doing this on the websites
Yeah.
next semester, and the side by side I will be definitely keep on learning new things if they are not engaged in that or they are not interested. But I think when I will give them marks for this, because I will integrate this same strategy into my assessments, so they will be happy about this.
So I should expect within one semester you would see the
this
results
semester,
eventually,
inshallah,
and when
yeah.
we'll get back
Because
to
almost this is the end of the semester, so next semester next strategies.
will be there.
Yeah.
Different kind of students and different strategies. So let's think that maybe in after one semester you might see the progress and everything.
Inshallah.
If the strategies are working. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, sir.